In this video, we're covering discrete probability and we're focusing on random variables. So probability distributions use random variables to predict and model situations. So a random variable is a variable that it can take on different values depending on what the outcome of a random process is. Essentially, it's just your outcome. So discrete random variables are a variable whose values are very specific and can be listed, and they're whole numbers. If you remember back to junior probability, usually you have continuous and discrete. Discrete is whole numbers and continuous includes decimal places. So for an example here, we've got two types of variables, and we're going to mention whether they're discrete or continuous. So the number of goals scored at a soccer match. So that could be, for example, 0 goals, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So you would say that that's a discrete random variable because it's whole numbers. Whereas if you look at the next one, the length of several planks, that's going to be continuous because if you're taking any sort of measurement, they're continuous because they have decimal places. You could have 3.1 meters. You could have 0.25 meters. You could have 3.91 meters, for example. You can have all these decimal places. Therefore, that's known as continuous. So if we go down further, we're now going to look at how to find the set of values for discrete random variables. So our first one is the number rolled on the 6-sided die. So you would start by labeling it X. That's our set. And when it's essentially just our sample space. So here, well, what can we get on a 6-sided die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if we look at the next one, the number of boys in a family of 4 children. So again, X equals. Now, here's where it differs. How many boys can you have? You could have a family that has 0 boys. So there you go, 0. You get a family that has 1 boy and 3 girls. So 1 boy, 2 boys, 3 boys, 4 boys. All right. We don't worry about what the other options were in that family. It doesn't matter if it's 1 boy and 3 girls. We're just caring about how many boys there are. And in this case, 1 boy or 2 boys, 3 boys, 4 boys. And that's it for discrete. Just remember, discrete probability in random variables are just our whole numbers. Continuous includes measurements usually, but we're really focusing on whole number probability sets.